Okay. Hey guys. Well, I'm not even gonna call you guys. How do y'all like me calling you lovettes and loves? Or just hi my lovies? Y'all get to pick what y'all want me to call y'all. Also, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to tell me what y'all want from this channel. I do stories, I do nail designs. I wanna do makeup, I'm not showing that. I'm working on getting my gaming stuff so I can go ahead and put that gaming channel out. But also I do reviews. I've gotten most of my views from my reviews, like Love and Hip Hop, Pretty Little Liars, and all that stuff. I got most of my reviews on that. But if you want me to keep up with Storytime or the nail designs, I'm definitely gonna keep up with the reviews. So don't worry about that. But tell me what y'all want. So y'all gonna get 3 videos from me. Y'all are gonna get the Storytime videos for right now. Because the nail design stuff, I have gel on my fingers and I can't really take off the nail polish like I want to unless I put the nail polish on top of the gel. I can't really do anything about that. I think I should turn on this lighting because it's probably a little dark. And everything keeps going off. Yay! Bitch. That's better. Also, if I look sweaty because it's hot and humid outside and it's hot in this house. And my phone just keeps going off. So you're just going to get all that in your video. How you doing? So basically I'm gonna start off with this story time as the house I live in. I think this house is haunted at some points. So basically we moved in this house April 2000 something. My sister was still in elementary, I was in middle school. Or going into high school, something like that. She was like finishing middle school and I was like in high school still. So, moving in here, we also found out that somebody did die in this house. It was a guy, I think he was sick, he died in the house. Not sure what, either he died in the house or a lady died in his house. I'm not too sure who. We know somebody did die in this house. We live downstairs from my cousins and my aunt. My aunt lives on the 2nd floor, some of my cousins live on the 3rd floor. And then we have somebody who lives in the basement. Who's not related to us, so he's just a family friend. He lives down in the basement. So, beginning, like the story, we moved in here. Things were fine, you know. Every now and then we hear some noises. But every now and then, you know, some of the noises were upstairs. But when you're in this house by yourself, it's a little creepy. Just a little creepy. When I used to get up at night, because my father, he used to work for the Journal News, so he would be asleep all day, up all night to get ready for work. So he'll be getting ready to go to work and he leaves. I'm up until about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because that's the time he leaves. I sit there, either I'm asleep or I'm just waking up to go to the bathroom and walking. Now my parents' room is here, like on one side, and my sister's room on this side. The bathroom is catty corner from my sister's room. So I'm walking, I'm half asleep. You think I'd be bugging, right? When I walk past the kitchen, that's fine. That's fine. I look straight towards my parents' room. And I swear to you, it looked like somebody standing at the doorway. Like a guy standing at the doorway. Now, I've seen this a couple of times. I don't see it too much anymore since being in this house for maybe about 6, 7 years. More than that, maybe. Because we moved in 2005. So, a little bit longer than that. For the first couple of days or years or so, maybe about 2 or 3 years within moving in this house, I would always see this guy standing by the doorway. So it's like very creepy looking. He wouldn't move from the doorway, he'd just be standing there. I told my mom this. My mom said she would always notice, like, she would feel somebody by the doorway or feel like somebody's in the room, but doing nothing, just sitting there. Um, another incident where in my room here, this is like the smallest room, so I don't really have much to move from. You know, the bed's here, dresser's there, my other lamp, my TV, my closet, the heater, the tote box I have my clothes on and stuff. That's pretty much this big old square there. Okay, so my doorway here, when it's open and I'm sleeping, I swear you could think somebody's sitting there looking at you. Or it looked like this. This one incident that happened. I was up late at night and it looked like somebody was sliding down to the doorway and stopped right there and was looking at me. Now, I'm not usually creeped out by the paranormal. I like this stuff. I like watching paranormal shows. I don't have no problem with that because when my cousin died in November of like 2011, 2000 something around those areas. Like when my cousin died, I would used to see him a lot or see somebody who looks just like him. And I swear I thought I was bugging, but I'm not the only one. Like my sister and my little cousin would see it too. But that's neither here nor there. I'd always feel like somebody was sitting at the door, standing by the door. There's also something where you go into the kitchen and you wash the dishes and stuff. You would always feel like either somebody's behind you or somebody's by that doorway. It's fucking creepy. And I'm like, look, if somebody sneak up on me, it's on and pop it. I'm fighting you. That's it. We fighting. Or you getting cut up. Something happened. So my father would like to play like little tricks, or my sister would like to sneak up on people. I sneak up on people in his house. So you would think it's them sometimes, but no, it'd be really that creepy. You like think somebody is always either standing behind you or standing by that doorway. So when I watch this, I'm always paranoid, looking over my shoulder, thinking somebody's gonna sneak over. I'm like, look, this house is creepy. It's weird. I was here by myself one day and hearing like little noises and stuff. Now nobody was upstairs, so I can't really cancel out that it was them upstairs. But it'd just be really random noises, like somebody stepping on the floor or moving the doorway or something. Now, in this house, my closet and my doorway, sometimes by the movement upstairs or the movement by what I do, the door will pop open a little bit. So one time my door did pop open. Nobody was upstairs and I wasn't moving. I was right here on the bed. It popped open. Now I'm thinking, okay, is my window open? Is something open? Is you trying to let yourself in? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Hello? Like, what's good? Then another incident happened where I was sitting here quiet, listening to music, watching something on YouTube. My closet door pops open. No movement from there. Nothing. This no movement. No pressure, no nothing to open that closet door. It randomly opens. So I'm ready to grab my lamp or a fan. I'm like, look, what's good? If you're going to pop out, you're going to get hit. What's good? Don't do that. So there's a lot of creepy stuff that happens in this house. Oh. My uncle who passed away, he touched the radio. Mind you, this man is skinty. He is like no bigger than this the rat tail part of this cone. He's skinty. And his skinty self flipped over the radio. Very weird. Mind you, he was a drinker. That's what I'm gonna say. He was a drinker. And his little self flipped over the radio trying to turn over the. So the radio ain't been right since. So one day on my birthday, my whole family's sitting in the living room. We're all talking and whatnot. Nobody touched the radio. The radio was on, but nobody touched it. Next thing you know, an old school song pops on, like the station's been changed. We did not touch that radio. Nobody touched the radio. We was like, okay, hey, uncle, hey, well, thanks for letting us know that you're here. Like, thank you, but, It was like, Okay, who touched the radio? Who did this? None of us touched that radio. Now, the second time that happened is that everybody was in their room. Everybody was in their room, and the radio pops on. This was around Christmas. So around Christmas, the radio popped on around 3 o'clock in the morning. Of course, the witching hour, right? I'm asleep, my mom's asleep. I get up and turn the radio off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is the radio turning on? So, get back in my bed again. The radio pops on again to the Christmas album that was in the radio. Mahalia Jackson singing Christmas songs. Now, my father has a CD. I don't really listen to Mahalia Jackson like that, but I know who she is. I'm like, okay. I was like, the third time that this thing come on, I'm not getting up to turn it off. So, I don't get up, but my mom gets up and turns it off, and she unplugs the radio. Now, I was like, now, if this bitch comes on while the shit's unplugged, I'm moving. That's it. Like, I'm done. So, that was the end of the radio. So, we leave it unplugged now because it randomly comes on. It turns on some, like, old school jam, gospel music, whatever is left on the radio, turn itself on. I'm like, okay, random. So, either, we already know the radio's probably on the fritz because, like I said, my uncle flipped over the radio with his skin to sell. How the fuck you do that? But, whatever. Another incident that happened in this house. This is 2 different floors I'm going to tell you about. One incident was down here with me and my sister. We were playing the video game. We were playing like Guitar Hero or something, or whatever we was playing. Sorry, y'all. Because it's hot in here and I'm sweating. So, don't mind the sweat. We were playing like Guitar Hero or something, and then we decided to go to our rooms. Now, my room is closer here. My sister traveled to her room. Before she got into her room, there's 2 pictures on the wall, like little statue type pictures, like little African pictures. And one of them said, slid off the wall. And I'm sitting there, okay. So either I'm thinking it's the rumbling from upstairs, or there's somebody just trying to tell us here. I'm like, okay, how you doing? What's up? Now, another incident happens when, this is before we lived here. We were upstairs at my cousin's part of the house. We just came from like the park or outside or the basketball court, wherever we were outside. We come up upstairs, we're all talking and stuff, and my aunt used to have a picture. I think it was like an African couple, and the picture slammed down and broke the glass broke. I was like, holy shit. I'm like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. Another incident was when we lived downstairs. We used to go upstairs to my cousin's house a lot. Cousin part of the house a lot. So we decided to go upstairs, and we was watching a movie. We was playing board games and stuff, like Pirates of the Caribbean board game, and we played Clue. We was playing the Harry Potter board game, like the Harry Potter Seen It. We was playing that. So my little cousin Naya, she goes downstairs to go get something to drink. Next thing you know, all you hear is running upstairs. And I'm like, well, what happened? She said she heard banging from downstairs. So, okay. We didn't pay no mind. Then we heard banging again. We was like, you know what? We're going downstairs. So, we go downstairs, but we have our cousin come with us because the cousin dog used to like to bite people. Even though the dog knew who you was, so she'll bite the hell out your ankles. Or like to snip at you. So, we come downstairs. He's about to go back upstairs after we let out. That banging happens again. He goes running. We go running down the stairs. We was like, and my mom was like, well, what happened? There was like random bang. Like we heard banging and all this stuff. And so we're thinking, okay, we was thinking it's my cousin who's trying to get in to the basement way, because we have a side door where you can go down to the basement or you can go to the second, our floor, the second floor, and the third floor. So I'm like, well, Kendall said he wasn't banging, and then he said nobody else was banging. Who the fuck was banging? So those are the incidents that happened in this house. We don't know if this house is really haunted or it's just, you know, weird shit that this happens to happen in this house. Either way, it happens. Like this house, you would think this house is Looney Tunes. If you ever came over here and like, ever came over here or something. So that's story number 1. Story number 2 is a little funny. 2 little funny incidents. I'll let y'all know when I get to that. So I'll be back.